has been a little bit frustrating the last few days. Thomas has been off school sick, albeit he hasn't actually been sick. So Wednesday he got sent home from school because he was sick. The school said he's got to be off for 48 hours, which fine, I don't fall out with that. But it was obvious he didn't have a bug. He had obviously eaten something. Nobody else has suffered with it. So he was whole of Wednesday he was ill. But then Thursday he stayed at home. He was absolutely fine, and we were hoping he could go back in this morning, Friday, but the school wouldn't let him in. They said that he has to be off for 48 hours, which wouldn't be a massive problem, but it was his first sports day today, so he's missed out, bless him, and he was ever so upset about it. So to make it up for him, we are going to go and pick his sister up from school now. Then we're going to head into town, and there's a new cinema opened a few months ago that we haven't been to yet, and we're going to go and watch Despicable Me 3. So he's very excited about that. That seems to have made up for it. Annabelle has no idea yet, so we're going to pick her up and surprise her, and it should be a nice start to the weekend. Quite good here. They got, how many charge points have they got? They got a rapid charger and two granny chargers. So we're going to be here for a while. So we're going on the granny charger. Little bags there. They say there's free parking here normally, which I never know if it applies to this charger as well as the rapid charger or not, but you push the button on the way out, quite often they'll let you out. It is our charger, yeah. Do you want to plug it in?
We've got lots of chargers, haven't we, Daddy?
Yeah, we have. Push. Well done, thank you. Right, let's go to the cinema. Oh, I'm the little one now. Look at what Mummy's doing. Where's she gone? Behind you. Looking at shoes behind them. Over there. After the film. Right, we all thoroughly enjoyed that, didn't we, Annabelle?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yes. What? Thomas, where are you going? Where are you going? Bye! Right, we'll go and get him now. Had a really nice time. It's time to head home now. It's getting very late, isn't it, Annabelle?
Yes.
So we'll go home and get you to bed. We've got a busy day again tomorrow. But the film was really good. We highly recommend that, don't we?
Yeah, my favourite part was when the goodie, when the red and blue bubble gum, and then he played his guitar and the goodie's came off, and then he got in the bubble gum and he played his birthday party.
It was very funny. Funny for adults and children, I'd say. Would you?
Yeah.
Yes. So we'll go back and get the car, we'll head home, and when I get back I want to talk to you a bit about prestige cars and
What prestige cars?
posh cars
Yay, posh!
and their entry into EV.
Bedtime story, please, Mummy.
Thomas, right?
I'm sorry that all stopped a bit abruptly. Just as we were leaving the car park, my battery ran out and I hadn't realised. So basically, what happened? I hit the button to get out. I spoke to the chap in the office, and he said because I hadn't been on the rapid charger and therefore paid for the electric, I had to pay for the car parking. So no issues. I was able to pay for it there and then. But I know for the future, I think it cost me £4 for. I think I was there for about 4 hours. If I'd been on the rapid charger with the amount of charge I needed, it probably would have cost me about £1, £1.10. So for the future, I'll know. Albeit I wouldn't have left it on the rapid charger for that amount of time, so I would have to go back and change it anyway. Either way, I got a free charge and I just paid the normal car parking fees, so it's not the end of the world. It was okay. I've started to notice that there's a real kind of shift now with some of those prestige car manufacturers. Where they were apparently quite reluctant before to really pin their hopes on EVs, they seem to have been convinced all of a sudden. I'm thinking in particular likes of Jaguar, who've just announced the I-Pace, BMW, who have said that they're now going to make an all-electric version of the 3 Series, and the big one for me, just because I think they make incredible looking cars, is Aston Martin have just announced that they're going to make a full electric car, and certainly the drawings, if you like that sort of Aston Martin design, look incredible. And just for me, it just shows that shift is now really, there's some momentum behind it. Before we've had obviously the Nissan Leaf, the Zoe. They've been quite kind of specific, almost niche kind of cars. Certainly with the range that they've had on them, for the kind of the mass market, that's the only options we've had. So you kind of your high mileage users. So I'm thinking of people that travel up and down the country for work. Unless they've been prepared to spend 60, 70, 80 plus £1,000 on a Tesla, an EV hasn't been an option for them. Obviously the battery is getting better now, hence these brands are coming on board. So the BMW, the 3 Series, they're talking of ranges 250 plus miles. That obviously brings EVs to a whole new group of people that before probably looked at the Zoe and the Leaf as being the only 2 real electric cars out there, and either they weren't big enough or the range wasn't far enough. So we've now, hopefully, we're going to have a whole new wave of people coming to EVs, and I think this is kind of that big change that we needed. This is where the mindset of kind of the masses, if you like, it will alter. It will go from people say, it's like a milk float, it only does 50 miles, to all of a sudden, all right, well, if BMW are making them, and if Jaguar are making them and they do good mileage, then all of a sudden people are going to sit up and take note. And I think you'll probably find the likes of the Zoe and the Leaf will benefit from it, because people will then, knowing that the likes of BMW are making these cars, and people are buying them because they're a prestige brand, all of a sudden electric vehicles become feasible. They become something that is normal, something that if BMW and Jaguar are doing it, well, then I'm happy to drive an electric vehicle. It doesn't have to have BMW or Jaguar written on the bonnet, but it's acceptable all of a sudden. So I think that this is kind of where Tesla kind of started it. they started people talking about it and they started the ball rolling. They're obviously now coming to fruition with the Model 3, and that'll be really interesting to see how that turns out. I think the likes of BMW, Jaguar, Audi, Mini, they're all announcing full EVs. I think this is what's going to be the big sizable shift now, and I think that we will all benefit from it, because not only will that drive the infrastructure, it will also drive sales up for other manufacturers, and I think everybody will benefit as a result of it. That's pretty much everything I wanted to talk about today. Thanks ever so much for watching again. If you enjoyed today's video, if you could like and share it, and if you're not doing so already, subscribe, and I'll be back very soon with my next instalment. Thanks ever so much for watching. Bye bye.